So, you know how you surprised me last week with some Adelaide United gear?
Yeah.
And I was like, this is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I genuinely, I thank you for that. I followed Adelaide United and said, mate, thank you so much. And so then I just decided I'd sort of go behind your back and get more Adelaide United gear.
Are you serious?
And they've just, this is their new jersey that comes out today, well, Wednesday. It's the new top. And
look.
You've got Gorringe and pick 10 on the back.
Oh, well, okay, that's pretty cool now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very cool. First, I hate it because I know how you like your freebies, and I didn't like that because you represent us.
No.
You going around to clubs, especially A-League clubs, because the league is in a bit of trouble, going around and fleecing them. And now we've got, is this like a vintage throwback?
No. It's just so it's an ode to the City of Churches.
Very cool.
And I've got 44 on the back of mine, Milne.
Yeah, I'm rocking mine.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Adelaide. Play the sting.
Hey guys, welcome to the Dan Does Footy podcast. You can find more of Dan Does Footy on the website, Spotify, YouTube, and social media. Lids off. See ya.
There was heaps of sick kids, and I was like, where are they? Kick him harder. Kick him all harder. Punch him in the face. I'm bloody horizontally challenged, if you get what I mean. Boner. Tough crowd today. Should we say this is the line? If you don't hear the next bit, it's over the line? Okay, so if you don't hear the next bit, I've got over the line. Who's just walked past Punt Road? It dips in. Might take mine for a receipt to keep it on. No. Hey, thanks, Adelaide. That's great. $109.99. Bargain. From Adelaide as well, from the City Churches.
Straight there. So there you
good
go.
little ode to them. So this is good. I feel like I'm back in my roots now.
Yeah.
I feel like an Adelaide. Stobie pole.
Yeah, and I feel like I've sort of made up with the city of Adelaide.
Well, I don't know. I think Crows fans still want you. This is very nice. Thank you, Adelaide.
Jeez,
we'll have to get to a game.
You look very buff.
I feel pretty big.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not sure if we're probably not the same build, I guess, A-League players and former AFL players. But thank you, Adelaide. This is great.
You've got a bit of a goalkeeper look about you.
That's insulting.
No, it's not. Eugene Galekovic, mate. He was a beast for United.
Loved him. Loved everything about him. From Croatia as well.
Really?
No, I made that up. But what I do have to say to you is what I wanted to start with actually was I was going to do no lube of what happened. Tuesdays was a rough day for everyone, and we'll talk about it in a minute, but I think I need to do a little bit of spermicidal lube.
Okay.
So recently, maybe the last, 15 to 20 episodes, you've been playing this fun game where you're dropping in these Harry Potter quotes. And I don't know what you're doing here, but every app on YouTube especially, people are commenting, got it again. But I think we're having a normal conversation. Just the nerve on you if you drop something in here, I'd be so insulted.
Yeah, no, I won't.
So what I'm feeling that we have to do is we have to get out of your system. I don't know back in the day if you ever got caught drinking or maybe having a cheeky cigarette and your parents would sit you down and be like, okay, tough guy, if you like drinking so much, drink the whole carton.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to have a cigarette? Have a whole deck.
Yeah.
So for you, I'm thinking one of the apps leading into the finals, you come in here, you get dressed up, I'll get dressed up with ya, and you just let shit fly. Harry Potter stuff for as long as you want.
Just get it all done.
I want you to get it out of your system. How do you feel about that?
Well, you're playing a very dangerous game.
That sounds like a quote to me.
No. I'm just saying it's a very dangerous game because if you let, it could wake something up in me big time, and I don't know if I could go back to normality. I'm just nervous
that anything you said in that sentence was a Harry Potter thing.
I will promise you that in this next little bit, I won't do a quote.
I'm looking around here. I don't know if you said anything. Kane, do you watch Harry Potter? No, I think we're good.
No.
Okay.
We're fine.
So how do you feel about that? One of the episodes, we let it fly.
There's two options. We can either do that
Okay, you take the controls now. Okay, yeah, you go.
Or there's that quiz night that we saw, the Harry Potter quiz night.
True. Yeah, there is that as well.
I feel like, all right, if you wanted to go to that would, tickle something within me. I'd be like, okay, this is cool.
Love that. Okay, just moving on a little bit from that, do you think, and it's been noted a little bit in the comments, do you reckon you've dropped the title of producer Ollie?
No, I got rid of that within
Somebody now.
week 3.
Co-host?
Well, just, Dan and Ollie do footy.
Do you want to change the handle?
Well, I mean, we'll think about it post-season, obviously.
I
But
did see on Instagram, Dan Ollie does footy, like take it already. Is that you? No post, no following? No.
Interesting.
Yeah. I thought that might have been you.
No,
Wow.
it wasn't me, but there you go.
Mayhem. And it'll be one of those days, Tuesday, where you'll look back and people ask you in 10 years' time, where were you when Dusty retired?
Yep.
Where were you?
It was about 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, wasn't it?
10, I'd say.
I was in bed.
Oh, great.
Embarrassingly.
Slow start.
Slow start.
But then a quick start.
And then I was up.
Everyone was up and about.
then I was up.
I'll never forget that notification come through on the phone. The app going off at the MCG. And a sad siren when the GOAT says, you know what, I'm out of here. And he's probably been looking maybe most of the year, let's say, a bit sluggish, a bit tired, a bit worn out, a bit heavy. And we thought that his back was struggling. Mm-hmm. Didn't have a heavy back, had a heavy heart and a heavy decision weighing on him. And he said, I can't do this much longer and have a career. Dusty Martin. Now, might surprise you guys, he refused to come on the podcast.
Yeah. I mean, it was worth putting out there, though.
We did reach out.
Yeah.
And he said, absolutely not, on form.
Yeah.
So he's still in form, isn't he?
Yes.
Refused to do any media. Even the PR thing that the Tigers released of his statement, didn't even do that himself.
No.
Guarantee it. But nice. What a great human being. He's done it his own way. He took Richmond from literally the laughing stock of the league to 3 flags. Mm-hmm. Just had a career. The bigger the stage was, the better he was. 3 Norm Smiths, a Brownlow medal, 4-time All-Australian, 2-time best and fairest. Not sure how he didn't get 3-time. The won 3 flags. Was very good.
That's true.
Stiff in that year. Jaden Short won one. That's why.
Yeah.
But from 2017 to 2021, not one person on this planet could stop him.
No.
Just a wrecking ball. And he was, not many players in the league are, players. Mm-hmm. So when he had the ball as an opposition supporter, there's not many of them getting around.
No.
But he was from 60 outs to the goals. He's got it and you're in trouble. Anyone in his way, he'd go through. Just an absolute machine. So 2017, he breaks the drought for Richmond. Mm-hmm. People go nuts. They burn Swan Street to the ground. Mm-hmm. People on roofs, break into liquor stores. The liquor stores opened the doors and said, you know what? We can't stop this. Just go for it. Just fleece us. People are getting dusty haircuts. I've never seen so many dusty haircuts in my life. Leaves his car at the MCG for 2 months and says, I deserve this. Then in 2020, they don't win the flag without him. Remember Geelong, all over in the first half. He pops up, kicks 4, wins a Norm Smith, and then 2021 does it again. 2019, sorry. Yeah, 19.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, 19. And then 2020, sorry, Geelong game. Just a machine. Just there's so many. I mean, it's so weird because the one thing that he didn't want to do in the media, because he didn't want any attention, was actually by not doing that, gave him more attention because people want to know a lot about Dusty Martin. Mm-hmm. Just what's he doing? What's he like? So quiet and private. And of course, this was going to be the way he goes out. No farewell game, but I think everyone knew that Hawthorn game. I think it was a bit of a, hey, wink, wink, get to the G if you're around.
Was that the game as well where when he came off, what's the guy with the long hair? Ralph
Hugo Smith.
Hugo Smith tried to high five him on the way on, and he went nope.
Said nah.
And I think that might have been the last.
Yeah, I'm not going to waste it on anyone, Ralph. Yeah, it's my last one. I don't know if I'm going to waste it on you.
Got one in me, mate.
I don't know, but in round 24, they're giving him a send off. Apparently, the club is now. I don't know if he's going to speak at the ground.
I can answer.
Yeah, do you reckon he's not? Surely he does. There's something. Because he did such a good interview post-game with Jack Rewell against the Hawks.
Well, that was
in his 300th.
Showstopper, wasn't it?
Well, so you reckon he's doing not one word, one thanks, one nothing?
Well, he's not even in contract anymore, so they can't even contractually tell him what to do. They
can't even get him to the ground, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So I thought they were going to. I mean, I think what they said now, the Chinese whispers coming out of the club, was that the game of the weekend against North, they knew internally, hey, this is his last game. Players knew, coaches knew that he's out of here. Which is a weird thing to go into a game knowing it's the last time Dusty's going to run out and no one else knows. But what a man. What a man. It's just what he's done for football. He's my GOAT.
Really?
Yeah, he's my GOAT. Yeah. I played with Gary and Gary was good, but Gary didn't do the things that Dusty did. Not on like and again, everyone's going to argue about this, but not on like the big stage. He was the best big stage player. Mm-hmm. Gaz was just consistently good. Buddy was just consistently good. Dusty was like team on the back good. Let's go. Just a great career. Now, Richmond fans, block your ears. he has the chance to do the funniest thing. Gold Coast, hello. There's no chance, is he? He can't.
I think there is. And I've got to say, I cannot wait for, if this happens, we get to look back, the graphic that Richmond made. And they had a picture of Dimmer and he's looking very sheepish in the graphic. He's looking down at the ground, away from everyone else. I'm thinking, ooh, that's...
Yeah. Well, if people believe he's really going to ride off in the sunset and be done with it.
Oh, sunset, something in that.
True, they are. Like, maybe he does. I mean, who knows? We don't know. Like, I don't know anything. I'm just going off what I feel. I do have a good vibe. I have a good sense for a vibe. I just don't believe that he's going to ride off and be done. I just don't.
Is that just a denial, though?
Maybe because I don't want him to leave yet.
Yeah.
Just come back. But I just feel like 33 years old, he's still playing some good footy. At 33, he could go to the Suns and just sit in a forward pocket, play his 15 games, not travel, get away from the media, which we know he loves to do. I'm just saying there's a chance.
On paper, it makes an immense amount of sense.
Well, no, but I mean...
It could just be buggered.
I had a great career, done great things for the game, and Richmond fans, you'd be so happy that maybe he's going to stay retired as a one-club player. I'm trying to be the realist here. I'm just saying maybe he just somehow finds his passion again. Because remember when Dimmer lost his passion?
And he found it.
Yeah, well, he found it in Europe.
Yeah.
And the Suns said, okay, well, since you're here, what a coincidence, we're here as well. You want to sign something? Okay, let's go. I'm just saying maybe there's a chance, a chat with Dimmer, and no doubt Dimmer's going to reach out and say, hey, mate, you've had a great career. Just going to put this with you and leave it there. You're telling me Dimmer's not going to do that?
Yeah.
I don't believe that world exists. I reckon 100% Dimmer is going to, not now, it's a bit raw now, but when the season's done, because both their seasons are done, in 3 weeks' time, 4 weeks' time, there'll be a convo where Dimmer says, just have a think about it.
What's the space? I love it.
Have a great career. Well done.
Well done.
You just know Kittens is going to get fucked up this weekend, don't you? I can hear tassels around Australia shaking right now. He had a big one for his 300th there. You don't think this will be big? Yeah, this will be big. This will be a full venue job. Yeah. Him and 5 mates, 3 levels, just 44 dancers going for it. Then 1 hour later, when that wasn't enough, another bomb just gets dropped on us. Tomahawk out. He's done. Just have a great career, Tom. Well done. Felt like
just refresh the app as well, just in case while we're on.
It felt like at this point someone else is going to retire as well. I felt like, okay, there's a lot. This is just dominoes falling here.
Yeah.
You could tell like Dyson Heppel thought, okay, not today.
Yeah.
It's probably
so
picked a bad day to go live with that one.
Travis Boak, put that
I
down.
don't know, maybe not. Okay. Just a random Tuesday, these two decide we're done. We're out.
How pissy, though, do you think Geelong media team were? When they woke up and Richmond got in before them, they went,
thought they had this day to themselves, celebration of Tom, and then one of the goats says, actually, I'll go first, thank you very much. 359 games, 796 goals, 5-time All-Australian. Now, how's this? He wins the All-Australian in 2012. 7 years without an All-Australian. He then goes again in 2019, puts 4 in a row together. What an absolute machine. 3-time premiership player, Coleman medalist, and just a huge son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Just a big... I remember when I first saw him on TV and said, that guy's just big arms,
his
quads,
legs, though,
big head.
Yeah.
Just big everything.
Yep.
Huge. Mate, if he was a pole vaulter, he wouldn't even get off the ground.
That's true, yeah.
I mean...
0 qualification.
Just a big guy. 2011 grand final, they play the Pies. Another memory from him. And they're down at half-time and he comes out, kicks 3 goals too. And I feel like when he came out onto the ground after half-time, that's when he realised, okay, I actually do have big legs.
Yeah.
I do have big quads. I'm built for this stage. I'm a big-time player. Now, let's hope. He said now to the media, like, he's going to hang around for the rest of the year. Just maybe, fingers crossed, maybe things don't go Geelong's way, he hangs around for a farewell game. I just hope if it is round 24 and they're out of it and they've got nothing else to play for, he comes in, they play for him, and they just go to him every time. Everything runs through Tomahawk. I don't care if they lose by 100 points.
Yeah.
Give him to 800 goals.
Yeah.
4 away. Just clear the 50 for him. Tom's Field.
God, I'm so embarrassed. I was about to say he's only 14 away. How did I get there? Now I'm just making stuff up.
All those player management courses are working, aren't they? Getting closer and closer with numbers.
How good would that be, though? I love it.
Just great. And just like, it's now coming to a point where all like my, not first memories, but all my core memories of football and really getting into football, these guys that were there at the start are starting to leave now.
That surprises me. I thought you would have been a couple of years, but like all mine are done.
Who are yours?
Well, like if I have to just say St Kilda players, for example, like Revolt, Hayes, Harvey, Milne.
True.
You know, like all those guys.
You know what I mean when I say this? I mean this with no disrespect. Because I played. The guys I looked at differently are the guys that were years before me coming into. Because I probably knew I was going to play AFL when I was 10. So I looked at them going, okay, I'm going to play against you soon. So that's how I look at it.
Sure.
And maybe for like you.
So the 10 years that you were around before you got to 10, football wasn't a thing, essentially.
No. Well, I played soccer. I actually did.
There you go.
I played for Adelaide City. Juventus colours.
Yes. The Comets, were they? No,
Nope, not at all.
Adelaide City.
So last episode, we spoke about players who can date my daughter.
Yep.
A lot of feedback on this. Didn't expect it at all. Who was the big one that came through? Jordan Dawson.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Big one. Someone said that he has the same girlfriend since high school, never had a scandal, and has 2 Kelpies that he walks twice a day.
Does play for Adelaide, though, so
That is disrespectful. No, you're in Adelaide colours right now.
That's true. No, he's
So
a
you've
good
got to
guy.
be nicer than
He's
that.
a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Other ones were Stephen Canelio,
Yes.
track,
Yeah.
DJ Shipboy. Definitely not.
Definitely not.
And one that was definitely not.
Yeah.
And this came from them, Hawks fans saying, I would not let any Hawks player date my daughter, given like how they're going at the moment. The Hawks players are very much like drink cards, nightclubs, party, like probably not at the moment in their development, someone where you go, you can date a Hawks player.
We'll keep you.
They're Hollywood. No. They're busy.
I think Lloyd Meek just, but other than
Sneaks in.
that,
the rest of them, hey, we love them. They're cool dudes. The rest of them, you'll be go, maybe not for like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
Cool to have as like a side little boyfriend, a fling,
Yeah, sure.
but maybe.
And I don't want to know about it if that's the case.
Just keep it away from me. But in terms of like going official, going Instagram live, a debuting on the gram, probably not.
I wouldn't even want my hypothetical daughter to date the Hawthorn admin at this rate.
Yeah, true. I mean, they are reckless as well.
Yeah.
I know. They're great. So great feedback on that. We'll have to do a little, an image or something. Top 5 players that your daughter can date for Instagram. Also had this, like a lot is happening here. A lot of people coming to us for stuff this episode. We have an update on the Richmond jumper guy.
Ooh.
This comes in from Steph.
Okay.
Message us and says, hey, Big Dan and producer turned co-host Ollie.
Thank you.
Fitting. I used to work in the Richmond merchandise shop for 5 years and can confirm the multiple Guernsey specimen has a name, Bruce. He would put old clearance Guernseys on hold and would place orders for niche, unloved Richmond players and have them heat pressed. His ambition was to have one for every player that came through the door at Punt Road and spent every dollar making that dream a reality. He then would wear the playing 22 to the game and, as noted, take them off for goal by goal. How good is footy? Bruce. Hey, we need to know where Bruce is. I'm putting this to Bruce. Next year for the 22, or maybe for the whole list. Fuck it, we'll go whole list. We track down Bruce and we go to the merchandise store at Richmond, get a Guernsey, heat press every number on the back of them, and give them to Bruce.
That's pretty massive.
I think we do that.
You're on?
100%.
All right, Bruce.
Yeah. So if everyone knows Bruce, we want to do this for Bruce next year.
That's a pretty nice story, isn't it? Really?
A great story.
Like, I love that.
I'm telling you, we need to get Vision. Where are they this week? Richmond play you guys at Marvel.
I'll be there.
If Bruce is there, can someone please get Vision of it? Can you get Vision of him maybe?
Well, if someone can tell me where he is, I'll go and find him.
He's in the cheer squad.
All right, I'll go find him then.
Go find, if you can. Yeah, go find him.
Bruce.
Your MC intro is just yelling at Bruce. Where are you?
Yeah.
You have to try and find him if you can.
No, I can definitely do that.
Yeah, right.
I'm not working either, so I'll just go in
is
there.
it their game?
Yeah.
Well, you might be blind after the old chopsticks go. So hopefully maybe have like someone help you walk around the stadium, not tell you where you are.
That'd be good, thank you.
That game is a genuine chopstick special though. Like, let's be honest.
Richmond home game too, weird, at Marvel.
It's so funny. Dusty actually looked at that game, round 22 v St Kilda. Fuck that, I'll retire, I'm out. I'd rather retire than play the Saints at Marvel.
Well, I'm glad he did that.
Someone said you're very stern on your Sainers. Like you haven't said anything bad about them really. Like you're very...
On the podcast?
Maybe false belief. Yeah, on YouTube I saw.
Well...
I will break you one day.
One, that's your job as a fan.
Same.
two, it's your job as someone who works for the club.
True.
Like, imagine that if I came out and went, no.
So when you don't want to do it anymore, do you reckon you'll sledge them a bit?
Oh, okay. Yes, it'll be episode at, Ginza Teppanyaki with, all the chops.
Yeah, great. Spoke about the elite average games the Sportsbet are doing as well at the moment alongside the games. Legally can't say we are just on that. Take that out. Beep that out. I said what it was.
Legally can't say that.
Legally can't say that. The games that are on in Paris right now.
Sure.
That's looking around for clearance. Yep, that's okay. We can say that. Now, just side note to that before I get into the elite average games idea I had. Mm-hmm. We are flying close to the sun by, when I say we, me, which I will loop everyone in here. We are flying close to the sun because you're not really supposed to post stuff that's happening in the events at Paris. And I'm doing it. Sue me.
I mean, well, don't. But,
actually, don't do that. That bit out as well.
Green screens play on for mine.
I'm promoting the game, if anything.
Totally.
I'm promoting it. And on elite average games, I had an event.
Yep.
Falling asleep.
Yep. Love it.
Hates how quickly you can get to sleep. Hates semis, quarters, finals.
Yep.
I'd be horrible at it. Because when my head hits the pillow, I'm winding it back to 2008.
Yeah.
Why did I kiss that girl on the cheek?
Yeah.
She didn't want to be kissed on the cheek. In fact, she turned away when it went in for a kiss. Ooh. Read that wrong, didn't I?
I thought of a lead average game for you actually this morning because you're a little bit late, getting here. You're getting
I was early.
Nope. A couple minutes late.
Okay.
And I have to catch public transport to get here, and I managed to get here, on time.
Yeah.
So I love to, do a bit of a. Can you catch public transport and try and make it somewhere on time?
Oh, that's great.
Like, because when was it seriously? Like, I had to catch 2 trams and a walk.
Yuck. No, yeah, trams are.
Could you do it?
On time? God, no. No, God, no. No way. Also, one event you could do is when the trams stop. Yeah. I've seen this before on socials. You get off the tram stop and sprint to the next stop and try and catch it again.
Yeah,
that'd be good as well.
A lot.
A lot happening at the Olympics. Now, our women in Australia, they're doing a lot of the heavy lifting here. Yeah, they're carrying us. 2/3 of our golds have come from women. Mm-hmm. The guys, we need to step up. I think actually now we're done in terms of us trying to win a gold. We've got 14 at the moment, I think.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I think we've moved to second or third in the tally.
Yeah,
we're going all right. We still pack a punch now. Something we didn't really pay attention to and something we laughed at is something now I want to celebrate. Skateboarding. I don't know if you saw this morning.
The youngest Australian ever to win gold?
Yeah. Ariza True.
Yeah.
14-year-old. Lands some tricks in a different kind of course, like a bowl. Dropping in, kick flips, doing it all. Youngest Aussie to win gold ever, 14 years old. So crazy. Good. Absolutely had no interest in that event until seeing her do her thing. And also in the basketball, no gold here. We're jokers. We're frauds. 24 points up against Serbia.
Yeah.
Those angry Serbians went ham in the second half. Went to overtime as well. Paddy Mills was playing out of his skin.
Oh, that was...
He was dominating.
Freak show, wasn't he?
Dominating. He became LeBron there for a bit.
Yeah.
Just dominated. And then Serbia just...
No.
Real choke job from us. So we're out. We're done now, are we?
Yeah, it's dumb.
Jeez, that's bad. That's bad. It's okay.
I mean, Serbia are pretty good.
Not really.
Yeah.
Look at the Joker and a bunch of guys.
When you've got the Joker...
I mean, he's the best player in the world.
You don't really need many more, but yeah.
True. But we had a squad.
Yeah.
We had a good squad. Now we're just going home.
Yeah.
Disappointing. Also, I see Snoop Dogg's there at the Olympics. You see this report, what is happening with him? So him popping up there was random as.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, Snoop Dogg, cool, but he's going to be at every event, every day. Something's going on here. And sure enough, it is. According to US journalist Henry McNamara, the rapper is earning US $500,000 a day. So that's approximately $770,000 plus expenses to be in Paris. I reckon when you're earning that much, expenses, maybe you just cop.
Yeah, I reckon that one's on you.
What expenses are you claiming?
A croissant, a baguette, and an espresso.
We're going to pay you $500,000 and you want to keep the receipts for your croissant and your long black? I don't think that doesn't work like that. Someone said they sat next to an NBC exec at dinner. He said Snoop gets paid $500K a day plus expenses to be here promoting Olympics. From gin and juice to a few million to be a celebrity at Olympics. What a world. Wow. Apparently he's going to walk away from the games with $8 million, 12.25 million Aussie dollars.
I hate it so much. It's so much more money than what the athletes get.
It actually is.
Like, it's disgraceful.
So what's he just sitting there just on camera every now and then and he gets $500,000 for it?
He's like essentially America's, ambassador for happiness. And it's a dark day when America need that.
Yeah, true. We should send someone like Lee Harding. Wasabi.
Who would we sell? Yeah.
Who would we send there? Definitely not Jet. Jet, they're off us.
Millsy,
right? Yeah. David Paris Hilton.
Yeah.
Jet update as well.
Yeah.
Now, this is big. Reached out to Jet through someone that knew a bass player.
Knows the bass player. Yeah.
Knows the bass player. And we got let's think about it.
Yeah.
Which I'll take as pretty much it's not going to happen, but we're on the radar.
We also got he's going to listen to it to decide whether or not he's pissed off or not.
Well, and that's where I said to you, I think there's been some blurred lines here. Our thing wasn't like, hey, this is funny. Our thing was, let's give them a redemption shot of this thing.
Yeah, because we love Jet.
I'm going to Jet.
Yeah.
I'm going to the Sydney Maya Bowl.
Oh, when's that?
Later in the year, October, I think.
Oh, I'll be going to that.
In the orchestra.
They were my first ever concert in Hobart.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I'm surprised I went there. But yeah, we said we want them there. So you know what I'll take for our grand final event?
Yeah.
I'll take just them because they're traveling. They're in Europe, I think.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It's like a week later, I think,
it
their
is,
first
yeah.
gig in Dublin.
I'll just take them in practice, filming it and sending it to us to play a grand final event.
Yep.
That's what I'll take.
We'll just put it up
as
on
a
the big
little
screen.
Thank you to us. A redemption shot for them.
Yeah.
Go Jet, we love them. All right, let's get into some footy. Lube's done. Actually, there was no lube then. It was just a bad, sad day. That was no foreplay at all. It was just straight into it.
Don't need it.
No. Dwayne Russell, he ran with this during the week, actually 2 days ago. And we're getting a wild card weekend. Hate it already. Don't even like it. Look of it. Don't like the sound of it. Don't need it. Now, he doesn't break news often.
It's true. That's very
so
true.
when Pipes is breaking news, there's going to be something in it. Why would he be reporting if not?
No, true.
First to it, he goes, and now he did say one phrase that I didn't like, and I feel like when anyone says this phrase, it's not going to happen. You can take it to the bank. If anyone ever tells you to take something to the bank, shitty bank.
Yeah.
It's a bank.
Monopoly bank.
It's a monopoly bank. It's a bank that's just screwing you over in interest. Don't take it there. But apparently it is. He's hearing from someone at HQ. He's adding a week to finals, a wildcard weekend, which we spoke about in episodes gone past. Now, if the AFL don't remember this, we kind of had this already this year. It was called opening round, and it stunk. So we're going to add opening round to the end of the season to give teams more chance to get into the finals. First thoughts on that? Do you like it or not?
So the wild card, so it's like an entry into the top 8 essentially.
So well, this. So the 4 teams finishing 7th to 10th will play off in a sudden death match the week after the regular season finishes. 7v10, 8v9. The 2 winners progress to the final 8. So 10th can make finals.
Well, firstly, yes. As a St Kilda fan, I love that idea.
Richmond fans are just cheering everywhere.
Yeah, this
9th means something.
Unbelievable. I think what I would prefer is that you don't get, if you win the wild card, you don't get into the top 8. I think it should be extended to 9th. So the wild card is a 9th spot because then that means we're equal, like it's an even split for the ladder of the 18 teams.
Okay.
So the top 8 go through and then 9th to 15th or whatever it is, they play in a wild card round. The winner of that is the 9th spot that goes through. I'd love that. That'd be cool.
True.
But then who plays the 9th? I've just...
Yeah, I mean, then someone else, top team could have a week off, but then they're going to progress. That's just, I think that's more of a shit show.
Okay.
I like it though. I like what you're trying to do there. Split the league in 2.
I'm just,
Yeah.
I find it weird that we've got 18 teams and a top 8 when it could be a top,
Well, they have this already in the VFL.
Yes.
Because there's 20-something teams in the VFL, so they have this already.
Yeah.
And last year, I think it was a bit of a mixed results from it. It was like, okay, you're just giving, teams who don't make finals a chance to make finals.
Yeah.
They do it in the NFL. I think, again, we've said this, it sounds like repeating ourselves. They've gone to the NFL and seen what they do in America and said, hey, we like that, bring it over here. Or what they've seen is the ladder this year, and they've seen that there's a lot of interstate teams, and then you've got Carlton 8th, Essendon 9th, Hawthorn 10th, Pies 11th. And they've gone, hold on a minute. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. We're leaving on the table here. We could do one more week, make that stack, make those banks, break the bank, take it to the bank.
Yeah.
If we have one extra week called the wild card round, we make $10 million.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I actually think that it could be good for both parties because you can't tell me that neither Essendon, Hawthorn or Collingwood, seriously, in any other given season, they should probably deserve to be in finals.
A season like this, yeah, for sure.
So it's like, well,
But this season's way out of the box. Normally what we have, we've had in years gone by, the 8's actually been done by now.
That's
it's
true.
just the swapping of where like maybe the bottom 4 in the 8 is going to be. The rest of it's normally been locked away at this point. So I hate it so much because I just know they'll probably, mate, say they bring it in next year. I just know in my bones that the first team to play themselves out of finals is going to be Carlton. They'll lose to 10th place. I just know it's going to be it'll happen. So that's why I hate it. I'm still much of a feeling of like it's a great system. We like it. We've got a lot of things that we don't like in the league that we, people want the not an All-Star weekend, but Origin back.
Yeah.
We could do that. I just feel like this is one where they've just gone, okay.
Well, there's nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Fix it.
No, you don't.
No.
You don't. So let's see. They reckon next year maybe, but I don't know. Everyone's signing. Ed Langdon signs for 4 more years at the D's. Now, rare unit. I love him because this might surprise you, Ollie, but I'm a bit of a weird character.
Sure.
And he's a bit of a weirdo as well. Rides his bike to the games and back from the ground home.
I mean, that's awesome.
That is, it's a lot of work. Then runs around, like just covers the deck like no one else.
Yeah.
Signs 4 more years. A lot of murmurs, actually, I heard that he was going to retire.
How old is he?
I think he's like 38. I don't know. It'd be 20-something. But there was rumours going around that he was actually done with footy. And then the D's just said, how about 4 more? And he said, okay, then.
Oh, well, I better.
I better that as well. So he's played every minute of football since he came back in the team in round 14. That's a lot of football.
Yeah.
It's impressive. A lot happening at the Roos with signing as well. Now, last week we spoke about the Cam Zurhaar thing and how we thought he was going to go and then he signed for 4 at the Roos and then they posted a video, that lovely video, that's such a good video. The heartfelt moment where the strings on the heart were pulling of him telling Larky and Larky was fist pumping, saying how good is this, and then we came in here and said in 5 years time, whatever it might be, they'll look back at that and go, okay, that was a moment where things turned around, where people bought in and people believed that the shin boners are doing some things. Paul Curtis signs for 3 more years. Now, he's the strongest man in the world. I don't know if you've seen him bench press before.
No.
Just can lift the gym from its foundations.
What do you reckon he could lift? What do you reckon?
400. He's so strong, mate.
Yeah,
he's just so strong. So he's going to be the bench press king for a long time at North. He takes him to the end of 2028. So everyone's buying in now to the Roos, what they're doing. Starwish, I think they believed in, obviously, Clarko. Then Sheasel starts going. And then Larky, they know Larky's a dog. Then Zurhaar now signs. Curtis now signs. They got some pieces.
It's a domino effect. It just takes one to fall.
Yeah.
And then you're on.
And now they're getting players they're donning and giving games who are actually performing. Jackson Archer, rising star.
Yeah.
Just, he's Glenn's son. When he runs through a pack, just reeks of absolute Glenn. He is the definition of a shin boner.
How good's a father-son too? It's pretty cool.
Father-son boner. Nothing like it.
It's so beautiful.
It is. He is beautiful. He just has a crack. Now, his skills are not great, but in terms of effort players, he's right up there.
Well, that's a shin boner though.
That is a shin boner.
Just
effort.
effort.
Sometimes when you get a boner, you need to just give effort.
Totally.
It doesn't
It's
need to
not
be
about
great.
skill.
It doesn't need to be good.
No.
But the effort's there.
Yep.
It works. So he's up there. He's in my top 2 for effort players alongside that dog from Adelaide, Ben Keys.
Yeah,
Ben Keys, he could be a boner as well.
He'd be a great
He'd be
boner,
a good
wouldn't he?
shin. I could see him in the colours running around, him and Archer, different ends, just shitting each other off. Unreal. Yeah. So shout out to him. He's going to be a good player. He'll be a 10-year player, Jackson Archer.
Just based on effort.
Sometimes players get through their career based of it. Dave Swallow, he's a bit of an effort player, just a boner, tries his heart out. He's been their Suns for 50 years.
Yeah.
He's been there for a long time.
Before the club started, totally.
It's legit. Round 24 schedule got released as well. Now, this is big because the season, no one actually, right now, every team in the 8 can actually still... No team has actually secured themselves in the 8 or something like that, I read.
Well, could how strongly...
Actually, that's right.
Yeah.
That is right what I said. Somehow there's mathematically a chance that Sydney could fall out of the 8.
Imagine that.
That's where we're at. So no teams actually lock themselves in if results go separate ways. If Sydney don't make the final, what am I
Let's have a
eating?
look.
Yeah.
A swan? Are we illegally allowed to do that?
well, I don't know, but I'll eat something. I'll eat a swan. I'll eat a live swan here. So round 24 schedule got released, and this is big because round 24 is gonna move a few things in the top 8.
Yeah.
Move some teams out of the 8, move some teams in. It'll shuffle some home finals, away finals. You'll be travelling one weekend, travelling not the weekend. You might be booking your flights to Sydney, booking flights to Brisbane. Who knows where you're going? But you might have to hold on to round 24 to find out where you are travelling to support your team. Round 24, Friday night. That's where we landed. Friday night. And what they've done here, just so you're very clear, all the stinky games at the top and the creams down the bottom. The ones that mean something, they're down the bottom. So very good by AFL. You got to watch the games. Probably I reckon from Saturday twilight games when you start watching round 24.
Sure. That's when it starts.
Friday night, D's v Collingwood. Big, ratings good.
Yeah.
Finals chances, probably not. No, Hawthorn North in Tassie on Saturday afternoon, which is good. Now, they've spent a lot of time in Tassie, those two teams. At this point, just keep them down there for good.
To both of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They love Tassie. Good for Tassie as well.
Well, I quite like that the two, AFL ambassadors are playing now. I can't remember the last time those two teams have played each other in Tassie, so that's pretty cool.
No, true. Be a lot of heads down there. Richmond and Gold Coast, Saturday twilight, MCG. Last chance for the Suns maybe potentially to get a win away from home, and last chance to see Dusty in the flesh because he's getting presented there, remember?
Is Dusty not just going to go straight to dinner with Dimmer? That night? Is that just not...
Good call. That is literally around 20 Saturday twilight. That is a 4:30 with a 7:30 finish. That's an 8:30 booking with Dimmer.
That's 30 booking.
Just think about it. You've had a great career. Have a think.
Yeah, and when you're done, can you let Daniel Rioli in? Because I need to chat with him too.
Actually, now I'm done eyeballing you. Can you tell Daniel Rioli to pass the bread?
Exactly.
Thank you. I think it is, yeah. That could be, if Dimmer's down here for round 24 for an AFL game, it could also be looped in tax purposes as a recruiting trip.
Totally.
He might start picking these cherries off the Richmond tree. Wow. Saturday twilight again, same time, Geelong v West Coast. Yuck, down in Geelong. That'll be maybe potentially for Geelong just to boost themselves into a top 4 maybe, or lock themselves away in finals. Then Saturday night, Brizzy v Essendon at the Gabba. Now, if things break right for Essendon, I think Brizzy are home. They definitely are. They're the most informed team at the moment. That could be a game where Essendon need to win to get into the finals. Again, Saturday night, Sydney v Adelaide. Depending how Sydney are going, Adelaide might have a chance there to, maybe dislodge them from first into playing someone else away from their home. Who knows what's going to happen? Sunday noon in Ballarat. Dogs v Giants. These are the games that are going to shape it here. Dogs v Giants, that's big in Ballarat.
Always is as well.
And they hate each other. Yeah, they hate each other. Ballarat, it's a tricky ground at Mars Stadium. Cold, wind.
Yeah.
But the locals love it.
Yeah.
Good mining town.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's close to mining.
Sovereign Hill.
So,
gold.
That's gold.
Yeah. Saturday, Arvo. You and I go head to head. Carlton v the Saints. We'll be there for this. This is this is a nice way for us to end your season. Just officially bury it and lower it and put some dirt on it.
Well, I'd be very careful.
Thank you. See you next year.
Who knows what could happen in that game?
And saying that.
We're out here ruining seasons, mate.
You are. You're the Grinch. Ross wants you to be the Grinch. And then the last game of the round is pretty massive. Freo v Port at Optus Stadium.
Yep.
So big Sunday coming up in around 24.
I love it.
It is massive. People started calling me, actually. I hope no one runs with it. Actually, I'd probably rather this one than Little Dan.
Okay.
The Slim Reaper?
No.
Slim Reaper's KD. Just the Reaper?
Well, the Grim Reaper.
The Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
And then there's Slim Reaper, which is KD, Kevin Durant.
Okay, sure.
And then people are calling me the Team Reaper because I pop up on their social media when your team's dead.
That's true. The Team Reaper.
I'm just spreading the message. All right, let's do some picks. Let's do some picks here. Come on.
Yep.
Let's go round 20.
Come on.
What are we? Round 21?
Round 22.
Let's pick some winners here. Round 22?
I think. Let me
Yeah,
just
it is.
double
Round
check.
22. Let's pick some winners here. Come on. It is round 22. 22,
Yep.
23, 24. Let's pick some winners. Let's lock away these finals. Okay, come on. Now, I feel like every team in the top 8 at the moment has had a bad 6 weeks of football at some point along the year. Blues are going through it right now. Brisbane have gone through it at the start. Sydney are going through it right now. Port went through it a long time. Dogs went through it. Giants went through it. So I feel like this year especially, more than the other year, the premiership winner, all about timing.
Yeah.
Just got to time it right this year. Just get there and hopefully you can turn the tap on. Let's go. Friday night football, the SCG. Sydney, fresh off a 112-point absolute massacre, got that shit beaten out of them. Come into this game 15.5-point favourites against the Magpies, whose season, that is, pulse. Mm-hmm. Just alive. Hanging on for dear life. Been asleep at the top of the ladder, the Swans, for the last 6 weeks. They're 1-5. Ever since a guy got a tattoo on his leg that said Premiers 2024 Swans. 1-5 since that point. As we said, Degoe, the Pies season has a pulse. Degoe is out. Now SP 401. Is that bigger than SP 400?
I mean, technically,
It is a lot bigger.
every game is
Get themselves, if they get
bigger.
that guy to sing that fucking song again, they want to know ever since he comes into the club and sings a song. He could be. Penobry, 401 games, Penobry. Tom Mitchell's season's also done, and they played some decent footy last week. They looked in patches. Now, last quarter, they fell asleep completely at the wheel, but in patches, the Pies played some good football, and the Swans last week played literally 0 minutes of good football. What's the Tipper's Choice saying for us?
70% Swans.
Do we...
I had
I'm
no
torn
idea, by
here.
the way, about Mitchell. I missed that.
Yeah, your
That's
season's
huge.
done.
That's
yeah,
huge.
It is big.
Him and Degoe, it's going to be very tough now for the Pies.
This is hard to pick because the Pies could just pull one out of the backside. They still have that in them. That's their DNA from going up and just us
true.
against their mentality.
Yep.
And then the Swans showed me their DNA. They have like full shit in the bed DNA.
Yeah.
That was 112. That was, let's not forget how bad that is. I don't think we will, but it's not great for a team who's top of the ladder, competing for a flag, who we've all thought were favourites, to go to Adelaide and just get belted by 112 points.
Yep.
I just can't see how Horse doesn't wind them up. Friday night football, everyone's watching off the back of what happened to Adelaide last week. I don't think a world exists where he doesn't just tear shreds off them and they come out breathing fire in the first quarter, which they've struggled to even turn up with all year.
Yeah.
That's the worst quarter. I think they come out and put 6 on in a row and it's just over. They just have to respond. Everyone's looking at them going, nah, you don't deserve to be that high. So I'm going Sydney.
Yeah.
You as well?
Yeah. I mean, I kind of love the narrative of them losing, because it's just interesting, you know. We're all sickos out there, aren't we, really? You know,
We are.
Just want to see what happens when
True.
a top of the table side drop out completely. I mean, I'd love to just see that,
It'd be crazy.
but they have to.
They have to. And I promise when, if the Pies lose, I'll be very nice on social media on Friday night. I won't put you back in your box. But who knows? You might be able to prove me wrong. Big game, and I love a 1:45 p.m. slot in Brizzy when the sun's out and the boys are running on top of the deck. You know they get themselves up for it.
Yeah.
Just good on TV. The boys love in the warm.
Bit of winter sun.
How good. Brizzy v the Giants at the Gabba 1:45. The Lions are 21.5-point favourites. Now, could this be the grand final preview? I'll tell you why. I've got both these teams there at the end of the season. Yeah. I'll tell you why, mate. The Lions are the team to beat at the moment. I think we can all admit that. Them and the Dogs. I'd put the Lions above the Dogs.
Yep, that's fair.
So they're the team. The Giants are my dark horse. Now, the Lions since round 13 have been beating the shit out of everyone. They had to get their season back on track and get themselves to now second on the ladder. They went from 13th to second in 6 weeks. Just like a switch.
Yeah.
Bang, shot up. The Giants, backline full of stars. Taylor, Buckley, Whitfield, Ash, Iden, midfield, studs with Canelio and Kelly to come back in. Green's doing his thing in there, and everyone's just pinch hitting while the troops are out.
Yep.
They got Briggs, the ruckman, who's a big son of a bitch. Massive man. And up forward, light you up like they did on the weekend. Coleman medalist. You've got Toby Green. Then they've got little Pace, little Brent Daniels running around. You've also got Cadman, who I generally think is going to have a game where he pops up and kicks 5.
Okay.
He's not far off exploding here. That's why I've got these two as the best two teams.
Wow.
And my grand final preview is this game.
Wow.
In saying that, I think the Lions are just rolling. They did it last year. Everyone feared going to Brizzy. They're back in form. They're feeling it. It looks like everything's easy to them at the moment. Nothing's really breaking down with their ball movement. It's all very easy. The Giants are just... Well, last week it was the perfect example. They're just like stop, start a little bit, trying to find the gear.
Yeah, totally.
And when they find the gear, look out. But I think this isn't the game where they get back into gear. I think Lions in Brizzy, 1:45. This will be big. I think that the Giants are going to be fine regardless of this game, but I think the Lions, give me the Lions here.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
what was it? What did I say? 20.5 points. I think it's a 6-goal job. I honestly don't think anyone's getting near the Lions.
No.
Up
No,
the lines.
rightly so.
Up the lines. All right. Oh, here we go. North v Eagles, and the North's home away from home. Really, they're loving down Tassie. They're actually pretty good in Tassie. Now, they go into the game 8.5-point favourites against the Eagles. Barras is out with hamstring awareness. Also suffering from contract awareness as well. From Dogs, Hawthorn and Eagles are still trying to put something to him.
Sister moving awareness.
Yeah, sister is moving as well. Now, with hamstring awareness, what is that?
Yeah, I've never understood that.
Is that like he's just finally realised, oh, hold on a minute.
I've
These
got one.
things on the back of my legs. Hey, Schofield, don't want to alarm you, but I've got hamstrings.
I can feel them.
I can feel them. They're definitely there. I think what's happening here maybe is he just holding out to play football to, one, hold his value in contract, and then maybe he's just saying, well, you guys, we had a chat and you came back and you retracted that offer, and that offer looked nothing like what we spoke about. So maybe I just have hamstring awareness.
Yeah, maybe I've just decided.
Just I have all of a sudden. Eagles... See, they have that GC, that Benjamin Button GC kind of disease where when they go away from home, they turn to the Gold Coast.
Yeah, sure.
Where they don't like travelling that much.
And I mean, Tassie?
Yeah, they're going to hate Tassie. I can't see Harley Reid loving Tassie.
2 flights, surely.
From Perth, it's definitely direct.
Well, I know Tassie don't do direct. So unless it's a chartered flight.
To Perth?
Yeah, Tassie don't go to Perth direct. No
Really?
way. No.
So you reckon they're rolling through Melbourne first?
For 90% of my life, you couldn't even get to Adelaide direct. You had to go through Melbourne.
Jeez, righto. Okay.
So 2 flights,
Okay.
and you got to piss in the sink like Fremantle did?
True.
Shit.
I'm going, well, North have a chance here to jump up to 16th on the ladder. And they pushed Geelong down there, 2 weeks ago? Only the last quarter they got away from them. So I'm going to go North here. Off the back of Zerha, the video, Paul Curtis benching everyone.
Our house as well.
Yeah. I think Archer as well, Shinboner.
Yep.
I think they're good to go here.
Archer in Tassie makes sense. I reckon that because it
Yeah, he
just
loves
feels like
it
a
down
bit
there.
of a gritty.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't like that. Is McGovern's good to go still? Do we know what his update, his status is?
Ooh,
He
not
good?
sure, actually.
He played last week. I'm not sure if he's going to go again. I thought I saw something.
Okay.
But no Barras.
I'll have a look for you.
I think North are going to do this quite easily.
Yep, with you there.
Was 8.5 points. I think if you're going to have a little something, go the line on that.
Oh, okay.
8.5 is short for me. I think that's a 3-goal job.
Yeah.
Freo v Geelong, back at home for Freo, 12.5-point favourites. Now, this is big for the 8. Geelong win, and they put a wedge between themselves and Freo, and also go a game clear of the Giants if we think that Giants-Brizzy game is going to go the way that we think it is. And Freo win, and they leapfrog Geelong, and then can leapfrog the Giants and land back in the top 4. Big for them. Freo need a home final to have a crack at this thing. I think if Freo don't have a home final, it might be a one-way exit.
Yeah.
Hopefully after last week, after beating the MCG, got that win that was stuck there. They had the W stuck in their throat.
Yeah.
Hope they got it out. I reckon they'll get one here. I don't like Geelong travelling.
No way. And I just feel so bad for the Cats. They've got to take on a retro Freo. Good luck.
Oh, the retro
Like,
kits?
Seriously.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah.
Like, just,
Yeah,
I'm
you're in
sorry.
trouble. You're in trouble.
When the green comes back out, what do you want from,
Yeah.
Do you see they're even serving Freo lagers?
That's cool. Yeah, the kids are very, very cool. I think that's going to give them a definite boost. And then last week, I think for them, Freo, just one-off choke job. Geelong were just a bit weird in Geelong against Adelaide. Adelaide shouldn't have got near them, really. If we're thinking like they're going to make finals and they're going to be maybe somewhat of a threat in finals, then you don't let Adelaide get near.
No, that's true.
You know?
Yeah.
At least Freo got out to a lead and then just stopped completely.
Yeah.
Okay, we know they've got that in them, but Geelong kept Adelaide in it. Adelaide 16th.
Yeah, that was odd, that game.
All right, so give me Freo for sure.
Do you want to have a guess at Tipper's choice on this one?
I think it'll be Freo by a lot.
Yeah, 73.
Yeah, I think it's a landslide. I have no, why? This is Saturday night again. So we have 2 Saturday night games. Why are we doing this? It's got to be a nightmare for ratings, surely.
Well, this one's even... Okay, wow. Okay, can we just take a moment to dissect this? It was okay last week because there was a Perth game.
Yes.
So it would start later and you could kind of... that was interesting. Both 7:30 and both in Melbourne. That's really weird.
That is weird.
Is that weird?
Yeah.
That's weird.
So surely when on the ratings, when they look in the back end, there's one game that everyone just watches. Because I'm watching the Essendon and Gold Coast game here post the D's and Port.
I reckon I'd be watching D's Port.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Watching Essendon's pretty fun. It's pretty funny.
That's true.
And watching Gold Coast away from home is pretty funny as well.
True.
So it's actually hilarious all around.
But you've always been a bit more of a comedy man. I'm more of an action guy anyway when it comes to
a bit of substance. So yeah, I just go for comedy, just cheap gags. Well, in the Essendon v Gold Coast at Marvel, the Bombers are 12.5 point favourites here, and I don't trust either of these teams with a 50-foot pole.
No.
I actually don't. I don't know what this will be. I don't know if it's going to be a decent game. I don't know what they're going to do, but I do know that Dimmer hates Marvel. Now, Kane was saying ever since Dimmer had the infamous "we hate coming here" quote, he hasn't won a game at Marvel across the Lions and now the Suns. Mm-hmm. That's a curse. Expelliarmus that one off.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's got to go. And Bombers last weekend went halfway down the slide at three-quarter time. They were going down and then just pulled the shorts up, got the skin stuck on the slide.
Yeah.
It said, not yet. Not yet. We're not going all the way down just yet. It's honestly, these two teams, it's a week-by-week situation.
Mm-hmm.
I think we look at if they win, we go, okay, they could be a decent threat. And when they lose, we go, you stink. There's nothing in between about these two teams.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pick based off that. Or am I? Now I'm in my own head.
So what does that mean?
Well, Essendon won last week and I go really good. And Suns shit the bed in Perth and I go really bad.
Yeah.
So that's how I normally would lean. Give me the Suns. Give me the Suns in an upset only because I just believe that they can't go this long without winning away from home. It's been 19 games, something like that. There has to be one. You have to win 1 out of 20 away from home.
Dan,
you just do.
You don't have to, though.
But you can't lose every game away from home. They're a good team. They've got some... Mac Andrew, he's just must-watch TV. He's cool. He's the most athletic guy I've seen in the league. They've got him, they've got King, they've got Rowley, they've got Anderson. Like, they've got pieces. Witts is the biggest ruckman in the league. His head almost hits the roof. Like, surely. They've got pieces up forward. They've got pieces down back. It has to come together. It has to click.
I like it.
And I just don't trust Essendon at all. At all. I'm the Bombers fans. We don't get along great. I'm trying to improve our relationship. I've been nicer.
Well,
ever
you're
since.
working on it.
I'm definitely working. I'm holding up my end of the bargain.
Yeah.
Essendon fans, you're probably not. You're up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. I don't trust you guys at all. So I'm picking the Suns.
Okay.
To break the curse.
Respect.
You going Bombers?
I think I have to go
What's
Bombers.
Tipper's choice say?
Tipper's choice is 89% Essendon.
No, that's so insulting.
It's also pretty accurate. Really.
Yeah, okay, I stand by it. And the other game down the road, literally down the road at the Loud House, Melbourne v Port, Power, 16.5 point favourites. 2 weeks ago, Port's season was done.
Yep.
They were done. We looked the future for them for the next 4 weeks going forward after the Carlton game. They had Carlton and they had Sydney. And we said absolutely no way they get any wins here and make finals. They're now third in the ladder. Went through Carlton like a hot knife through butter. Gave Sydney the business. Slaughterfest at Adelaide Oval. Wiped the floor with them. And now, are we thinking we give Ken the job for next year? I'm thinking we give him a contract extension for another year. I know he's got one on the table, but there was some talks about maybe not giving to him. I think we should.
I feel comfortable with like a year's extension. That would be okay.
That means you could tell Josh Carr, hey, you got to wait, my man. Now, I know we promised you when things were going really bad, we said, hey, this is your job next year. See this flaming heap? That's yours next year. But now we're thinking, Ken.
Well, let's see what happens at the end of this year. If they win the whole thing, then I think that's only right.
You know what it is?
You know?
I feel like for Port fans and for Ken,
Yep.
Ken's only chance of keeping his job is if he wins the flag.
Yeah.
That's a lot of pressure. How bad's that?
Hey, you're good. Like, we'll give you a chance at coming back. Just one really small thing you have to do.
Just one minor little
and like
hurdle.
I wouldn't worry about it.
No.
I wouldn't worry about it at all.
Yeah.
You just got to win the flag.
That's the condition on your contract. Happy to have you next year.
Yeah. Oh, love you too.
If you are with the Premiership next year.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Let's get around Ken. I'm sick of us trying to get coaches sacked. I've changed. Let's keep him in.
Were we? Were we going around trying to get everyone sacked?
No, not really, but I feel like we got caught up in the media. I think we questioned. It's easy to get swept up. I wanted Ken to keep his job forever.
Yeah.
Give him a lifetime contract. Keep him there. Now, they come against Melbourne, who has been absolutely stinky all year, really.
Yep.
Had some ups, had some downs, a lot of downs. Midfield looks so tired, and their inspirational leader, Maxi Gorn's playing with a broken leg out there. Please, for the love of God, give him a rest. Have you seen the padding on his leg? It's like a mattress. He borrows Wiedering's Corky mattress and puts it down his leg. He looks like he's struggling out there. He's keeping this team alive single-handedly. Clary looks like he's tired, didn't have a preseason, is now catching up with him. Jack Viney, who should be the dog in there, had 13 touches last week. Maisie out, fractured ribs. Port also now get a look at where they could be. The Loud House, big stage, last Saturday, September. Do they like it? Do they like the hotel they're staying in? Like the coffees?
Yeah.
This is like a prep for them.
A part of me wanted to go Melbourne. And then I just don't think they can. But it's, you're right. Great preparation as
Great
a G.
prep.
I'm so glad for Port that it's not at Marvel, this game.
Yeah.
Like if they,
Yeah, true.
This is good.
I'm going to go Port in an absolutely not sold out MCG.
Yeah. Oh, God.
I'm going, what did we have last game?
Oh.
We had 13,000 there.
What?
Port Adelaide as well. I think Adelaide fans are rolling over Saturday night to see them just destroy Melbourne, the MCG.
Hey, geez, just quietly, the weather's turning.
Yeah, it's very nice out there at the moment.
Not bad. 19 degrees on the weekend.
Great. I could get another
Melbourne.
50 people there.
That's unbelievable.
Okay, I'm going Port at the MCG. They win in front of 14,500 people.
Yeah, okay.
You?
Yeah, I'm going Port, but I'll give them sort of 16,000.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Sunday football.
Here it is.
Win or piss off back home. Piss off back to Waverley. Piss off back to Icon. I don't care. Sportsbet can't split them. Carlton Hawks, Blues, half a point favourite. This is a grand final for both clubs. Two clubs rich, full of history. One club which has been at the top for pretty much the whole season, been in second, third, fourth, thereabouts, and one club who's just come from the bottom of the barrel, rose from the flames to just 9th or 10th. Can't break in. Been banging the door down and can't get in. Hawks win, they stay in the hunt. Blues, they win. They can start maybe just saying, look on the internet, okay, where could we be? Where could we, do the ladder predictor? We could be maybe in Brisbane first week. We could be, where are we going to be playing? Because it probably won't be at home, but we might be at 8th or 7th.
That's true. Yep.
So that's where we're at. I don't think Charlie and his ankle are good. Watch this space. Go Charlie, watch. Might miss. That scares me a little bit. And the Blues, we spoke about heritage with Freo on the retro. Blues heritage. The collars.
It's this round, is it?
It's this round.
Oh,
Tribute
my
to their
God.
history. Now, we've had some dark times in our history. We really have. Now, let's hope they wind it back to the premiership days.
Yep.
And put on a show. In fact, I'd be happy if they just wind back to like the first 4 rounds of the season.
Yeah, it depends what era of your history
it
they're
depends how
winding
far
it
back
back
we
to.
want to wind.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to wind just to 2018. Don't want it. You may as well just get that thing and yank it back.
Yeah.
Go to 95.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, so I want to see how far they can wind back there. And it's hard for me, this game, because all year we know that I've got a little spot in my heart for Hawthorn. I think we both do. How cool they are, how good looking they are. Just, no one's letting their daughter date them.
No.
You and I have both had a little thing and a half for them.
Absolutely.
We love them, and they're cool dudes. Colin McDonald tagged us in his story of his shoes.
Oh, how
look at his
cool was
TNs.
that?
Said, hey, Connor, cool with it.
Hey, what's up?
Sick.
Hey,
You're a
what's up,
sick
dude?
man.
What's up?
You are a sick man. Show us the TN. Said, look at these boys. And they have the Hawthorn Footy Club, this magnetic draw to them at the moment. They're must-watch TV.
Yep.
You have to see what they're putting out there on the park. And they've proven they're a team where the Blues have really looked like they're just showing us that they might have been frauds the whole year. 5 weeks now of playing 20 minutes of football. And the Hawks have been playing good football for 5 weeks. Just got pipped last week at the end. So last time the Hawks played the G, got the Pies. 66 points. We were there.
We were there.
You were there with Bailey
pampered.
Smith.
Yeah.
Pampered. The only thing now, we all know I'm going to pick the Blues because that's, as we said, that's what we do here. The only reason I'm saying that is because I just think the Hawks, even though they're cool and they're fun and we love them and they're just sick with it, I think they have a problem defending tools. They need a back. They need a good defensive back. I think that the Blues will get it in there enough times. I think it might be a case of damn walls. Last week, and the only thing I believe in with the Blues, I believe in Cripper. And then I also, 2 things. I believe in their last 20 minutes last weekend.
But that's very true.
That's all I'm taking in this game, that they carry that into the first quarter. So give me the Blues. Not in a great spot, but give me the Blues.
No Cottrell. No Chera.
No fucking problem, mate.
Test for Curnow.
Shit.
No Marchbank, no Fantasia, no Williams. I mean, geez, I'm looking at your list. De Koning, Doherty, Durden.
I'm telling you, man. If we make finals,
Mate.
look out. I just believe in the Blues too much.
I'm going on the Hawks.
You are.
I think
Okay.
I got to go to the Hawks.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I say.
But, do you feel comfortable with this? I will change it because at time of recording, we don't know. We don't know with Curnow's test what happens.
Okay.
If he's available,
You'll change.
I'll change.
Okay. Well, I've heard he's very sore, like really sore.
So maybe just leave it.
And also, I picked the Blues because I did a ladder predictor, and we win all the games in a row and finish top 4. Without being biased.
Well, that's sign number 1 of a panicker. You said that last episode. Also,
Yeah.
did you see that guy who commented saying that he was watching the game at karaoke on K on his phone? I'm
That's
like,
right.
that is the biggest panic.
When you're okay, trying to switch off, trying to sing a few Elton Johns,
Yeah.
a bit of ABBA,
Yeah,
bit of Billie
trying to
Eilish.
make me go to rehab.
And everyone else is singing with you as well. And the person on stage, to have one bloke who's just locked into his phone going, nah. And someone else can sing Nickelback. I'm just got 3 minutes to go here. That's when you know you're panicking.
I love that.
Here we go. This is a real sit on the couch, order some Uber Eats, some Chinese, take the chopsticks out, and for 3 quarters, just sharpen them up. And then when the 4th quarter siren goes, just pick them up and whooshka in the retinas. Blood everywhere on the couch. This will be an absolute snooze fest at Marvel. I reckon we'll have 9,000 people there. Bring your pillows, bring your doonas. Get to sleep early. If you're having trouble going to sleep, put this game on again.
The world's greatest sleep out.
Richmond v St Kilda. A game for, what are we playing for here, Ollie? This is your
Oh,
mob.
mate, we're playing for
We're playing for pride.
stacks. No. We're definitely playing for stuff.
What are you playing for? You're
Well-
playing for momentum, for a bit of form going into next year?
We are.
You're playing for the
For
war chest to be
sure.
more impressive.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you're playing for.
We've got the potential to win the next 3 games, and then you start to look at the season compared to a couple of the other teams around us and go, okay, it wasn't actually that bad in the end. We
True.
win the next 3, seriously.
So what have you won, 9 games for the year?
We've won 8.
8. So you win 11. So normally if you win, say you win the next 3, you win
Yeah.
11. And in any other season, you go, okay, probably just 9th, 10th,
Yep.
11th. Given this year, haven't played your best footy, and to still get 11 wins, being nice here.
Yeah.
So we get 11 wins, you go, okay, we'll probably take that. No Max King for the last 6 rounds.
Yeah.
He wasn't even, he was probably a bit underdone going into the season, had a surgery. You probably go, okay, as a Saints fan, had some really bad chopstick in eyes moments and snooze fest and boring football, but then we changed in season to play some good football, a different brand, exciting brand of football.
Yep.
And we've just missed out given how things went.
Yep, exactly right. So I think there's a bit to play for there. And I think for Ross as well, like, he doesn't want to end on a sour note.
No.
Like, this change in vibe is great.
Yeah, it
you
is.
know, this is like, okay, we'll be fine.
Good change. And last week we said they're still trying to play this exciting brand of football, this sling off half back and go. And I still believe that they're back from full back to about 60 out. They're very good at moving the ball. It's just from 60 to goals. I think things stop from there. So it's actually a good brand of footy to play. Last week the Lions just said absolutely not.
Yeah.
Just
Not
like,
today.
nah. It's like David threw a rock at Goliath's leg. And
Where's
so
that
what
come
was
from?
that? Yeah. So I think that Richmond just had the absolute heart ripped out of them, have injuries all year.
Yep.
Heart, about a quarter of the team's leaving.
Yep.
This might be a big win for Saints.
Yep. I'm hoping.
Good percentage booster. Give me the Saints by a lot.
Yep.
I think they just wipe the floor with them.
I can't foresee a scenario in which that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
We played them once this year, just beat them, but it was at Norwood, and it was weird. That was the alien game, where the aliens came. for the
Oh,
first
true,
time.
really?
Yeah.
Get them back then.
So, this is like, okay, no. At Marvel, right, it's time to, it's go time.
Last week we both walked into the studio pretty flat on Monday, given how our teams went. Is there a world that exists where we both do the same thing next Monday? Where I've lost to the Hawthorn Football Club, I personally, and you and the Saints have lost to the Tigers.
Jeepers, that's a low.
How flat would you be?
I'd be pretty flat, and I think you would be too. Like, I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
that'd be a grim Monday.
Grim Reaper. Team
Wouldn't
rip myself.
Yeah. Do you just message yourself?
I sent myself a video. Your team sucks. Okay, give me the Saints by a lot at Marvel.
Love it.
At a non-sold out Marvel. 20, no, way too much.
Way too much.
11,000 people.
Well, it's a Richmond home game, so
8,000 people.
yeah.
Give me 14,000 people there.
Okay.
Last game of the round, Adelaide v Dogs. A lot of graveyard action for the Crows this year.
Yeah.
I've been punished. Now, Dogs, the hottest ticket in town. They can win anywhere. The greatest show on the road. Winning Geelong, Sydney, doesn't matter to them. Mm-hmm. They go to Adelaide now. Adelaide were good last week. Despite Geelong being a bit iffy, Adelaide were very good. Back in Adelaide, back on the hill. A lot of fingers to you going to happen. For sure. Remember, if you're on the hill in Adelaide, don't be afraid to send them a selfie. Send them in. Middle finger in the air to Ollie with the selfies. Bont Brownlow loading big time. I still truly believe he's the Brownlow medalist. And they're just in a roll. They're a team that's dangerous. They're fun. They're lurking. They get in the 8. They're going to be a problem. But Adelaide at home, I've got a fixation with them at home. They're better at home.
Of course they are. It's one of the more intimidating places to go in the league, for sure.
Everything tells me the Dogs are just a no-brainer to pick, but Adelaide at home.
I know.
Played well.
I know.
Thilthorpe, Walker.
I know.
Dog Keys. Backline worries me. Now I'm closing my eyes and thinking about it. Scary, Norton, Jamara, Waitman, West. Dogs by 10 goals.
Jeez, you go from zero to hero, don't you?
I just had to unpack it. I just had to visually play it out in my head. And I just see the ball going from English's hands to Bont into Libba into the forward line and just those forwards going to town. I don't see Riley, O'Brien giving it to Dog Keys into Walker or Thilthorpe. With Lob and Jones down back.
Yeah. It's a good exercise we use there because I've clicked on Crows here, but now after visualising it.
And that's what I recommend for everyone. If you're having trouble with your tips, just close your eyes and picture the first centre bounce and what the best case scenario would be and what the most likely thing would be. That's what I'd be.
And just go from there.
Okay, let me go back to Hawthorn and Carlton game. Cripper, okay, he's starting in the ruck. Weird. Jumps over Meek's head. Stiff arms 5 blokes. 3 running bounces. Kicks a goal. Hold on. They've pushed him in the back after he's kicked the goal. He's getting another shot on goal. That's 2 goals. Hold on.
He's done it again.
Someone's done it again. It's 3 goals. Okay, now it's 18 to nothing. There's only played 10 seconds. Okay, Blues win. Okay, like that. All right, so time of the week, guys. Sportsbet feed multi. Now, as we've just said, and we said before, just you and I just now actually, off mic, swing for fences.
Oh.
That's what we do here. We just swing for fences. And if you want to heat seek a fence, then jump on this week. And jump on all the bets in the feed, especially my ones, because I love hitting the fence. So this one we've got just gone for winners here. Just the team multi of the week. We're going Sydney over Collingwood Friday night, Brisbane over the Giants, North over West Coast, Freo over Geelong, Port over Melbourne, Carlton over Hawthorn, and St Kilda over Richmond. Mm-hmm. That's on the feed right now. So jump on the feed, sign up, follow us on there. We're both still on there.
Oh, absolutely.
Follow me. So a lot of ones will go up during the week. So follow us on the feed, jump on. They're all there. All right, that's done. So we'll come in here and we'll either be really up and about.
Yep.
The weekend results. I'll be up and about. I will be. If the Blues win, I tell you what, I'll roll in here. It'll be showtime. It'll be punchy ticket to finals. I'll see you probably at an MCG somewhere.
Do you reckon you win this weekend? You're safe?
Ollie, I truly believe in my heart.
Yeah.
We're making top 4. I've let the dust settle. I truly believe we beat Hawthorn, go to Perth and give West Coast the business, and then end with your mob. Get the shovel out. Put some dirt on you. Lower you down.
An interesting noise for digging up dirt, but yep.
Well, we'd never do that on you. YouTube knows what I'm talking about. that would be disrespectful to.
It would be disrespectful.
I've never been to a funeral and seen someone say thank you for everything. That would be horrible. That's worse than walking across a grave. You're not supposed to walk across those.
Oh, true.
Yeah, to do that would be so disrespectful.
A bit of a salt burn.
I truly believe. So actually, I'm being honest now. I mean, honestly, I would never do that to you to grave, but I'm being honest in the fact that I think we're still top 4.
Yeah, okay.
We have a good run home. We get after this week. We have a good run.
I don't think that is a good run home. I wouldn't want to play Hawthorn. I wouldn't want to go play West Coast in Perth, and I also wouldn't want to take on St Kilda at Marvel.
Okay, now take the other hat and put that on and go, okay, who wants to play the Blues if they get things clicking?
Yeah, but you haven't got things clicking.
No, mate, you go for St Kilda.
Yeah, and we're clicking.
Okay, all right. Well, let's see what happens. Let's see. Update for everyone. We've got any updates to give? What do we have?
I don't know. It's been quite a quick episode today. So if we've got
What are
any
we at?
updates, like just over an hour.
Okay.
Just.
Yeah, we do. No, we have an update. Grand final stuff will be happening. So everyone who we've been kind of teasing for a little bit, we're just locking away a place and some details. So we're going to do, what's going to do? So we're locking away everything.
We just.
So I know what time I want to start. What time do you guys want to start?
Details.
Like, what do you want to drink and stuff?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what I want to drink, but like, what would you guys want? Just stuff like that. No, we're thinking early, like a not pre-grand final drink event, catch-up party. 10:30, like a 1:32.
Okay.
Then from there, everyone can go their own ways, go to the ground,
Yep.
go to a party, whatever you want to do. And just a full rave party from start to finish.
rave.
10:30. Yeah, pretty weird. Like, 10:30 drinking. That's time. That's fun, isn't it?
Not a problem.
No. I think anything with a 9 in front is probably a bit weird. On grand final day. Grand final day is just a myth. As soon as you crack that first beer, like it's any time of the day, really.
Hey, it's like walking through the international departures.
Yeah, it's on.
Like it's 0 clocks.
True. Just clocking on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to do that. We'll get details out next week, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
We actually are, no, I'm saying locking away a few details, locking away, putting some concrete on some stuff this
Okay.
week. So we'll be there.
Just a bit.
We'll be there. Hotline will be ready to go from Friday. Keep melting it down. We'll be back
Yep.
Monday, up and about, or down the dumps in a full clown outfit.
Yeah. Do you keep adding?
I think if they keep losing for the next 3
weeks.
weeks, we just keep adding items.
Yep.
So see how we go. All right. Enjoy your weekend, everyone. See you
you, mate.
Monday.
What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.